There are two interesting things that I think are happening with a lot of student writers. One is what I'll call self-sponsored writing. When students are choosing to do writing, in the olden days this might have been keeping a diary, but now it might be keeping a blog, or it might be writing a fan fiction. And I find the fan fictions just stunningly interesting. I mean, who knew that Harry Potter could have so many adventures beyond those 7 books? But that people are taking the time to write that, publish it, and some of it's just terrible, and some of it is sweet, and some of it is surprisingly good. But then they're also commenting on each other's. I read your story. I thought this. I have this suggestion that Hermione really should be doing that rather than this. I find that fascinating. My own daughter, youngest daughter, Paige, when she was a sophomore in high school, she was one of these kids that high school was okay, but really, she and her friend Lauren were very interested in anime, and they did an online, the 10 yen magna, and they were getting 20,000 hits a week. Lauren was a very good artist. She would draw, Paige would write the script, and they would have this graphic novel in segments. That was far more interesting than anything going on in school. And so there are some students who are really attracted in that way. I think that having students write for broader audiences is really, a smart idea. I do think it makes them attend a little bit more. I also think, though, that you've got to help them, and you've got to help them make sure that what's out there really is good. That there's an important editor function that I think teachers and others still need to play. And it's not just keeping them from saying stupid things that will haunt them, but knowing that they're out, especially in a digital world, that this is work that's reflective of some thought and care and so on. If people always ask me, well, has the digital age ruined writing? Has texting ruined writing? And no, I don't think so. What it does do, and this is the potential, if not for ruining, at least make it, because it's so easy to write and send, that there used to be this sort of latency period. I write something, and it's going to be a while before it ever sees publication. And during that while, I can fix it, I can fiddle it, I can retract it, and so on. Getting students to think about writing as just a tiny bit more precious commodity, that you might want to hold on to it, polish it, rather than just blurt out the first inclination, I think is tricky. But you could say that of every chat discussion after every newspaper article. Wouldn't everybody be better thinking a little bit?